After a controversy-filled weekend at the Japanese Grand Prix, serious allegations have emerged that could reshape the course of this season's title fight. Ferrari has officially lodged a protest with the FIA, accusing their main rival, Mercedes, of once again exploiting regulatory loopholes to gain a hidden advantage. This is not the first time such issues have surfaced, ranging from engine compression ratio controversies and front-wing flexibility to the latest technical trick allegedly seen in Japan. All of this raises one major question. Is this simply technical ingenuity, or has it crossed the line of sportsmanship? If this situation continues unchecked, can this season's championship truly be considered fair? Or has it already tilted in one direction from the start? Let's discuss. The tension between Ferrari and Mercedes is nothing new. In recent seasons, the two teams have frequently been involved in technical disputes that push the limits of the regulations. However, the incident in Japan appears to be the tipping point that prompted Ferrari to take formal action. From Ferrari's perspective, the pattern shown by Mercedes is too consistent to be dismissed as coincidence. From front-wing flexibility issues and hybrid energy management to fine details within the engine system, everything points to an aggressive approach in maximising every possible grey area in the rules. On one hand, this reflects a high level of technical brilliance. On the other, it fuels suspicion that the regulatory grey zone is being pushed dangerously close to the limit. The main focus of Ferrari's protest this time is the MGUK system, one of the most crucial components of a Formula One hybrid power unit, responsible for converting kinetic energy into additional power. This system not only enhances acceleration performance, but also plays a key role in overall energy efficiency. Under FIA regulations, there is an emergency shutdown feature that is strictly allowed only in genuine emergency situations, such as a technical failure or scenarios that could compromise driver safety. However, controversy arises from allegations that Mercedes may be using this feature more strategically, particularly at critical moments at the end of qualifying laps. By maintaining maximum power output until the very last moment before crossing the finish line, and then instantly shutting down the system, the car is suspected of avoiding the ramp-down process, a gradual reduction in power that normally occurs in compliance with regulations. If true, this approach could provide a subtle yet significant performance advantage. The impact may seem minimal on paper, perhaps only a fraction of a second. But in Formula One, margins that small can mean the difference between pole position and the second row, or even dictate the overall race strategy. More importantly, it can influence points accumulation and, ultimately, the outcome of the championship. If these allegations are proven true, the issue would go beyond technical innovation and could constitute a breach of the spirit and intent of the regulations designed to ensure fair competition. Amid the escalating situation, sharp comments have reportedly come from Ferrari driver Lewis Hamilton. In a rather emotional statement, he is said to have directly addressed the alleged practices by Mercedes. "I've been in this sport for a long time, and I know the line between innovation and manipulation. What's happening now feels different. If all of this is true, then this is no longer about fair racing." Hamilton is also rumoured to have made an even stronger internal remark. "If that's truly intentional, then it's insane. We're here to race, not to exploit loopholes in that way." However, beyond the potential performance gains, there are far more serious consequences. Once the system is shut down instantly, the car loses its ability to manage energy in a stable manner, including optimally reactivating the turbo. As a result, drivers may experience a sudden drop in speed after completing a fast lap. In an active track situation, this could create extreme speed differentials between cars, a highly dangerous scenario. Names like Max Verstappen and Andrea Kimi Antonelli have been mentioned as examples of how such situations could directly impact drivers on track. With risks like these, the debate is no longer purely technical. It also touches on one of the most fundamental aspects of motorsport: safety. Amid their efforts to put pressure on Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team, Scuderia Ferrari itself is not entirely free from issues. Lewis Hamilton's performance in Japan came under intense scrutiny after he appeared to lose significant straight-line speed compared to his teammate. Initial analysis pointed to technical factors such as the choice of hard tyres and excessive wheel spin, which led to energy inefficiency. However, telemetry data revealed a consistent performance gap, suggesting the possibility of other factors that have yet to be publicly disclosed. Interestingly, amid this internal evaluation, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur also openly took aim at their rivals. He emphasized that Ferrari is beginning to lose patience with what he described as Mercedes' practice of operating in the grey area. We respect innovation, but there is a difference between innovation and exploiting loopholes that were clearly not intended within the regulations. If this continues, then this is no longer a level playing field. Vasseur added that Ferrari has formally raised its concerns with the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile and is expecting decisive action. We simply want consistency. If something is deemed legal, then all teams must be given clarity. If not, then it must be stopped. Beyond the Ferrari-Mercedes conflict, attention has also turned to engine performance from Honda, which currently serves as a key supplier on the grid. Reports indicate a significant power deficit compared to competitors, estimated to be as high as 130 horsepower. The impact is already being felt by teams such as Aston Martin F1 team, which now faces a difficult reality in terms of competitiveness. Even experienced drivers like Fernando Alonso are reportedly showing signs of frustration. If the situation does not improve soon, major changes in technical partnerships could become inevitable in the future. Amid this climate of uncertainty, a glimmer of hope is emerging through planned regulatory changes scheduled to be tested at the Miami round. The FIA is reportedly considering significant revisions to the power unit, particularly within the hybrid system. One of the main proposals is to reduce the output of the MGUK from 350 kilowatts to 200 kilowatts, along with stricter limitations on energy recharge systems. This move is designed to address the phenomenon known as superclipping, where uneven electrical energy deployment creates inconsistent performance advantages between cars, especially during acceleration phases and at the end of straights. With these adjustments, the FIA aims to close technical loopholes that have long been a source of controversy. Initial simulation results suggest that these changes could slow lap times by approximately 1 to 1.5 seconds. However, this trade-off is considered worthwhile, as it may lead to more stable, competitive, and fair racing across the grid. In the long term, the regulations are also expected to shift the focus of competition back towards strategic efficiency and driver skill, rather than the complex manipulation of energy deployment. Ultimately, this conflict reinforces one key reality. Formula One is not only about who is fastest on track, but also about who is smartest in interpreting and pushing the rules. Is Mercedes' approach still a brilliant innovation within the boundaries of the rules, or has it crossed into the territory of concealed violations? And if you were in the FIA's position, would you close the loophole or allow it as part of Formula One's technological evolution? Share your thoughts below